Hello everyone, Oliver from Scholarcy here. In this video, we're going to take another look at how you can critically evaluate an article by diving deep into its cited sources. Let's jump in. For my example, I've picked this meta-analysis study on augmented reality. Meta-analysis studies are normally a pretty good source of information because all of the citations they have are normally very high impact in their field. So I'm going to scroll down to the full text until we can find the first citation. So we've got it here. And we'll click on to show findings. In a previous tutorial, we talked about Scholarcy's annotated bibliography and how the show findings button can help give you a better understanding of that article without you having to leave the original flashcard. However, we're going to take a deeper dive into this, so we're going to leave the flashcard by clicking onto the Google Scholar button. By clicking this, it opens up a new tab with the Google Scholar search results for that original article. So we're going to click into this, and we're going to click onto the browser extension, so you can read Scholarcy's flashcard of that article. Going through your article and creating Scholarcy flashcards from the citations that appear in the article is a really good way of taking a nice deep dive into the original literature. However, it could be quite inefficient. How do you know which citations you need to make flashcards from? Well, the next tip will show you just how. I'm now going to show you a really effective way that you can use Scholarcy to screen any cited articles within the flashcard that you're looking at. We'll start by minimising the full text section. I'm going to now scroll down to the references, and I'm going to click onto download references. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to go back out of the flashcard into the library that we've made for the meta-analysis. We're going to create a folder. I'm going to call this one references. Within references, what we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop the bib file in and have all of the papers imported. After a moment or two, the bulk import will be complete and we're ready to start our screening process. I'm going to start the screening process by creating two subfolders, one for the accepted articles and one for those that are rejected. It's very obvious why we want to create a folder for the accepted articles. It makes it easier to come back to them at a later date. But why do we want to keep the rejected articles? Why not just delete them? Well, it's quite simply, they may become useful later on, or they could be relevant to someone else's research that you can then share them with. Let's start by making the first folders. We're now ready to begin the screening process. You can see that I've sorted all of the papers from citations decreasing. This will mean that the first article in the list has the most citations. This is a good indication of its relevancy. As I scroll through the list, you can see that some of the articles have a headline that's been extracted from the flashcard. If I think this is particularly interesting, I can click onto this flashcard. I can take a deeper dive into the highlights to see if it's worth reading in full, in which case I can click onto Organise. I can scroll down to find my augmented reality collection. Somewhere in this list, there we go. I can click onto Accepted, and I can click onto Move, and it's now moved it over into the accepted folder, but at the moment it sits on its own. So by following that procedure, you'll be able to go through an article and determine which citations are worth diving deep into. Following that, you can apply the initial technique to go through and critically evaluate all of the citations that appear in that article as well. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, however, please feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching.